Welcome to another episode of Chats with Prue. Guys, I cannot thank you guys enough for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, for choosing this space where we get to heal, we get to grow, we get to become. And yeah, I'm basically taking you through my life and how I got to depression, how I got to having to heal, how I got to everything that has happened in my life. So now we are taking it to high school because remember on the last video, Naraleko Primary. We get to high school and I'm gonna break it into grade 8, grade 9, and grade 10 because grade 10 I moved to another school to finish grade 11 and grade 12. So I get to high school, grade 8. I'm a girl that is so insecure, number one. Number two, excuse me. Yeah, I'm insecure about how I look, my height, just a lot of things. And another thing is that when I get there, I'm the only girl at Kankasi, primary school ya Kukasi, and everyone come classing they are from the same schools. And already that brings me down because I'm like, Joe, now it's me. Now you always have to explain yourself. At some point, I think I was lying because I was embarrassed. And I think everybody already had friends. I don't have friends, but I already had some people that I knew, but nicey, we were not in the same grade. So yeah, I get to high school, then I just really struggle to find myself in that space. I'm being bullied for how I look. I'm being gossiped. I couldn't understand why I was the most gossiped girl in the class. I couldn't understand why because, guys, but they are gorgeous and there's something to talk about, but now why? I couldn't understand it for a long time. And then I got into sports, Gadlala netball, or I played netball. And that sort of built my confidence because we I was the center player at some point, so that gave me a bit of confidence. However, I think I quit at some point. I did, yes. Why did I quit? I think I was just tired of staying behind after school when other kids leave at 2 and you have to stay behind and play netball till 4 or 5. I was just tired of that. So I was like, I can't do this. And also, I think I was just really going through a lot because even in high school, I think in grade 8, I was still the girl that was peeing on the bed. And already when I have to start my day, I was already miserable because of that. And then I have to go to school, I have to face my peers, I have to do this. There was just a lot going on with me. And yeah, I think slowly in grade 8, I found my way. I had a few friends. I I wasn't really enjoying myself, to be honest, but I did the best that I could until I got to grade 9, where I now really got up to no good because ka grade 9, I was starting to do things like bank school, bank classes. It started with banking classes and chill by the pavilion and smoke cigarettes, and Kathoma ka bona hore, oh, okay, no, this is the cool life at school here. I think this is where I I find my happiness muskolo. And I became that child where I was just always up to no good, to a point where now I became popular because of that. And now I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So I'm so cool. I find it so cool. Everybody finds me cool because Prudence Chauke always on the intercom, come to the office, come to the office. And now I'm like, oh, all right. So I slowly became that child that was just always up to no good. But in grade 9 also, something else was happening to me. I now am starting to find myself being attracted to my male teachers. you know okay, how is this happening? Because I'm 14, I'm in grade 9, and already I do have a guy that I'm seeing, you know? I have like a boyfriend at 14, and he's young, like he's not too old. Getting mad. He's not asomuhulu. But what I'm struggling to understand is, why am I attracted to male teachers? Why am I attracted to them? You know? And I just become the child that is just so messed up in grade 9. And I still can't talk to anyone about it. It's so hard for me to go to school and you're going through that. And after school, at home, there's that. So it was just really difficult. And grade 10, I I was worse, I think. I was worse to a point where I remember one day, so like I just shelter school fees. Or when I just shelter school fees, then my mom had to come to school. It was a thing. Like guys, I none excited why. Okay. I was just honestly a teenager trying to find a way in high school. And grade 10, it got to a point where I get expelled because but teachers were tired, nabalapilo or woman. And then I bought was that I was doing well because I also remember how when my mom and I fetched my report for grade 10, I had done so well, but I was just nonsense young banking school, getting alcohol. I remember I first started drinking Ogaraga Palpel or something, I don't know, but I was just a child that was doing those things, you know. And then I bought a also, I'm taking the bus. Bus eu fulusa go gating a school. We would plan with my friends, so no, Renahe Basere Fulusa. We are going back. And then we Retlabono Rochila Kobumang mo but what the same thing for the day, and we chill there the entire day. And when I got to think about it years later, I'm like, why? Why was I doing that? There was no point. You know, so I became that child, and that stressed my mom a lot, I know. And I'm sorry, girl. Okay, I was just a teenager. I honestly really was. And that's from grade 8 to grade 10. And yeah, but in grade 10 also, I really did make such good friends. And some of them till today, we are friends. Not close, obviously, life happened, but we still do get along like that, you know? And I think, yes, that's basically it. So let's take it to let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. You know, sometimes me, as much as I know I'm doing this and I know how deep I'm gonna go with you guys, but just thinking about going deeper, I'm like, oh my god. But also, I don't know if you guys are ready, okay? And in here, ne, keyword is we listen and we don't judge. Okay? We listen, we don't judge, because guys, a lot is going to be said. I did a lot. As a teenager, and I know there's someone out there who's done it too. So it's gonna judge. Okay? So thank you for being here in this space, and I'll always remind you how much of a safe space it is. And we are going to be healing, and here we are becoming, and we are growing and choosing to love ourselves. And may we grow and continue to heal each other. And thank you so much. See you guys on the next one. Mwah.